Good day folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Grand Valley Highway 1. We're taking on the circuit experience tests. And having completed sectors 1, 2 and 3, we arrive at the lap attack. This is the culmination of the event where we put everything we learned together to go and win that final gold and the large cash pot that comes with the victory. So let's have a look at the settings. Assist settings will be traction control 1, default ABS, everything else off. We're using manual gears on a steering wheel, so controller settings will be sensitivity 0, max torque 5, sensitivity 5. The go settings will be 0.4 ahead as we have on every other test. That'll give us something to chase down, and we do that, we set off. And we've been running this for around about 20 minutes, just beating the lap time down to somewhere close to the target. And we're within 0.7 as we cross the line. You see there's that little gear glitch from test 1, so we brake down to this apex, running the corner through in second gear, accelerating hard as we go, using all the track. Don't cross all the white lines, or 4 wheels over the white lines, or you will have to restart the test. Coming down here, don't forget, keep it in 5th gear till you hit the apex. You can put 2 tyres on the dirt and run up into 6th. Braking just after 400 but before the 300. Apex in 1st gear and push hard. Our ghost starts to get in the way and gives us trouble seeing, but if you want to, just keep going. 4th gear, down to 3rd gear, coast into that corner. 2nd as we clip the 1st apex, 3rd as we hit the 2nd, changing up to 3rd, back down a 2nd. Go down to 1st for this gear as we didn't do in the first test, but push hard on the way out. We're already ahead of the ghost. Keep looking behind the mirrors and make sure we are. Braking on the 150 just before the 100. 2nd gear around this apex, then up to 3rd gear. Hold it in 3rd gear, keep the front end in, don't let it wash out, but accelerate as early as you can. Watch out for that fence on the left hand side, it cuts into the track and can catch you unawares. As we come up to the tunnel, look for your braking march, which is just before the shadow. Down to 2nd gear, keep the car tight, running around the corner, look to be as wide as you can. Cutting into this apex, don't hit the orange bollards, push through the corner up to 3rd early. Short shift up and drive away. We've left the ghost for dust. Keep pushing hard to chase that ghost in front. That's the demonstration ghost. Keep going into the darkness, cut in and hit the apex, don't run too wide. Run for the line, hold it in 5th gear as long as you can, up to 6th. The end, the finish line is a long way up the circuit, so just keep pushing. We drive through the line to finish, over half a second in advance of the target. We knocked off 1.3 seconds there from our previous effort. Not a bad job done. I've actually made it quite easy. I say quite easy, they've made it easier than the individual tests, but it's still a challenge. I'd say it took me in the region of an hour to complete all 4 of the tests for today. So here it is coming into the corner. It's very much a late apex here. You trail braking all the way into that corner. Use all the track where possible. And just as I mentioned it there, this is where you can put all 4 wheels over the white line and restart the test. 5th gear for that apex of that corner. Up into 6th and braking down for this hairpin. Try and get onto the white line. We ran it nicely there. As we run down to this next corner, it's 4th gear, coast through, down to 3rd, down to 2nd, clip that 1st apex, 3rd gear for the 2nd apex, drive on, then braking down to 2nd, braking down to 1st again, push hard under the tunnel, just accelerate, don't worry about the wall on the right hand side, you can brush that, doesn't lose you much time. Gives you the right entry into this corner, which is 2nd gear, up to 3rd, just back off the throttle, holding the front end in, then accelerate as soon as you get off the tarmac onto the concrete. Running down here, push hard for the tunnel, spot your braking marker, which is just before the shadows. You see the front end dive as it hits the shadows. 2nd gear around here, keep it wide, watch out for those bollards. If you hit them, it's game over. You can clip them, but don't knock them over. 3rd gear up this straight into the bridge, stunning views here, then into the tunnel. Want your eyes to focus as soon as it gets into the dark, spot the inner apex, run it hard for a line and then drive as fast as you can. It's one of those where you just change up, you can't wait for that 6th gear to come As you drive across the yellow line or across the finish line, you take the checkers flag for gold, and that should see you earning credits today. Grand Valley Highway, such a welcome addition to the circuit. That's going to produce some interesting racing, and when we get to do it the other way round, it'll be even better. But there we are, singular on the top on the ranking list, just us sat at the top. What do we win? Let's have a look. 200,000 for all bronze and a further $1 million for the top tree. Thank you very much, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. All the best.